Okay, how are you guys doing tonight? So a horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, why the long face? Okay, so a three-legged dog walks into a bar and the dog says, have you seen my paw? Okay, thank you. So a bunch of mushrooms walk into a bar and they say we're a bunch of fun guys. Okay, here it comes. A termite walks into a bar and asks, where is the bartender? Okay, you guys are great. A kangaroo hops into a bar on 42nd Street, New York City, and proceeds to order a Scotch neat and a water chaser. The bored New York bartender pours the kangaroo his drink and water chaser, and the kangaroo proceeds to talk about sports, weather and politics. Finally, the kangaroo says, give me another. The bartender gives the kangaroo his second drink and says, that will be $18, and I must say, that we do not get many kangaroos in this part of Manhattan. Kangaroo says, well, at $9 a drink, no wonder. Hey, thank you guys very much. Okay, a guy and a dog walk into a bar with the bartender announcing that no dogs are allowed in the bar. The guy says, but this is a talking dog. Oh really, says the bartender. Really, says the guy. Listen. Doggy, what keeps the rain out? The dog says, roof, roof. Again the guy says, doggy, what is on the side of the trunk of the tree? The dog says, buck, buck. Finally the guy says, doggy, how does sandpaper feel? The dog says, rough, rough. The bartender says, wait a minute. You are just asking the dog questions that have the dog make dog noises. Okay, says the guy. You ask the dog a question. The bartender says, doggies, who is the greatest baseball player of all time? The dog says, Ruth, Ruth. The bartender yells, get out. Sitting on the curb, the dog looks up to the guy and asks, DiMaggio? Okay, one more. A guy goes into a bar in Texas and sees a sign which says $500 to anyone who can make the world's only talking horse laugh or cry. And sure enough, at the end of the bar was a talking horse tailing about sports, weather, and politics. And he is not a friend of the kangaroo. The guy says to the bartender, is that sign for real? Yes, says the bartender. The guy gets off his stool and goes up to the horse, lifts up the horse's ear, and whispers something into it. The horse proceeds to laugh, banging his hooves against the bar. The guy goes back to the bartender and says, I want to go double or nothing. The bartender says, okay, but you cannot do both, then you get nothing. The guy's, that will be fine, and proceeds back to the horse, and again whispers something into the horse's ear. The horse proceeds to get off the bar stool, and with the guy heads past the ladies' room, the men's room, and out the back door into the alley. After a bit, the horse enters crying big old horsey tears, and goes to the bartender and says, well, I believe that should be $1,000. Fair enough, says the bartender, but you must first tell me what you said. What did you say to the horse to make him laugh? The guy says, well, I told him that my dick was bigger than his. Okay. What did you say to make him cry? I went out back and showed him. Thank you. You guys have been great. Be sure to tip the veal and try the waitress. Good night everybody. 1.